In this world, is the destiny of mankind controlled by some transcendental entity or law? Is it like the hand of God hovering above? At least it is true that man has no control, even over his own will.
Show you another way. So put your glasses on. Nothing will be wrong. There's no break, there's no fame. It's up to you. The fast was you'll be finding. Whatever holds you back, I can't get it all. Tell me why, tell me why, tell me what you want. I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why.
Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. As always, Agzog the Defiler. Oh, man. Never gets old. But, welcome back, fellas. Welcome back. Let me, put that in full screen for you guys. Let me get up, real quick, the little recap music as we go really kind of zoom through this. We got a lot to do. Turn down the music a little bit. Keep it about mid now. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, guys, if you remember last time, Shirky... I actually like that. Shirky. But, Shirke and Casca, Jesus Christ, and Farnese, you know, they're here. They're God, such a good fucking... This lo-fi mix is so good by 5V. Anyway, so they're... The cause! This is what broke Casca. So they see it all. They figure it out. They know what happened. They get glimpses of the memory. They're flowing into me, Miss Casca's dream. And we get this beautiful picture of her shattered corpse. The best way to put it. Just, I mean, absolute shattered personality, her ego, her mind, everything completely shattered. Just some, yeah, no, I mean, oh, her heart, I forgot it. A hex dwells within. A hex? A curse. What does that mean? Would something bad happen if we return her to the doll? I was thoughtless. So preoccupied with restoring Casca's true self that I forgot. So there's something within her, a hex, a curse that is wrapped around her heart. How will she deal with this? But you know, obviously they don't have the time, they don't have the chance. Well, Griffith, the nightmare Griffith is here, and they or I should say Femto, and she's like, fuck it. She's like, no, I told her, I promised that I would fucking put her back. I know what it is to be in darkness without hope of salvation, curled up, unable to move, unable to do anything about it. Therefore, as he did for me back then, now will I, by my own strength, blow your darkness away. Farnese, Miss Casca, and Master, and I do not want to believe that the days I spent traveling with you were all in vain. So they do it. Even though the hex is there, they fully fulfill Casca. And, yeah. You know. She's fully formed again. I just love this, as he did for me back then. So you see, like, she's talking about Guts, what Guts did for her. He blew away her darkness, and now she will do the same for Casca. This trip was not for nothing. We will give you the chance to try at least, Casca. and then boo, the petals all come down. Guts howls, oh, and Casca awakes. Anyway, a quick recap. I didn't want to, obviously go through the whole thing again. The whole dream sequence, try and recap all that. There's a lot that goes down. But really, I don't know. I really like the fucking writing in this section. This small little section. I absolutely adore it. I don't know. You see... Well, yeah, of course it makes sense. That's the end of hundreds of chapters of manga. It's arcs coming to an end, you know? It's character development finally fulfilling itself. Finally. I mean, it's always been there, but you get what I mean. You're seeing the long-term effects of Gus taking on Farnese, of Guts doing this action or that action, or Shirke or Farnese or Serpico. They all build off each other, and it's positive. It's positive. In a world of misery and hurt and struggling, Guts and his crew are able to build each other up. I don't know. It's a really... Like, Guts couldn't do it alone, but he can do it with friends. He can do it with family. It's a really... At least for me, it's a beautiful sentiment. I grew up with my family. I've always been really close with them. We had dinner tonight. We had dinner every night together. It's something I think is essential for any family. And I don't think you can go out alone. You need friends. You need family. Remember when I first moved out of my state, I moved all the way to Seattle from St. Louis. So if you guys are wondering, that's like 3,000 or 4,000 miles away. And I didn't know anyone in Seattle. I just didn't want to live my whole life in St. Louis. So I said, fuck it. That's where I got a job. We'll go there. So anyway, it takes time to build that community up wherever you go, man. Whenever you're alone, it's hard to find friends. It's hard to find a family. But you can do it through community. Yeah, I time traveled. Exactly, yep. Yeah. Little Easter egg there. You already figured it out, Cheeto. Good eye, dude. Good little brain you got there, fella. But yeah, no, I mean that's kind of how I look at it. You can't exist, or at least that's one of the themes, at least from my brain, that I pull from this series, is you can't exist without your homies, without your friends, your family, the human beings, dude. Oh man, at least that's what gives meaning to my life, is my friends and my family, seeing them smile, bro. There's nothing warmer than that. But I don't know, I'm a regular human being like everyone else. I'm not like some perfect person where, I'm making my homies smile every day. I'm just some innocent fellow. Like, no, I argue with my family, I argue with my friends. It's every emotion in any of them, but yeah, no, you got to exist with human beings. I mean, maybe that's just me, though. I'm not even the most social fucking person. I usually like to read when I'm around other people instead of talking to them. Or fucking, yeah, literally just laying down and saying nothing. I love silence, but I don't know, it's part of the reason why I started streaming in the first place, was just to connect with people. I started streaming right when I moved out to Seattle. I was in a soccer league. I had a job. I was talking to people, but I just didn't have that fucking outlet, dude. That outlet of gaming with friends anymore. I didn't talk to, like, I called them, but you don't game with them. I live in Seattle. They live in St. Louis. It's a different time zone. By the time it's 8 p.m. there, it's 6 p.m. in Seattle, and I'm getting off my fucking shift, and they're about to go to bed. Oh, man. Anyway, so, I don't know. I just think about that all the time, guys. Like, there's proof throughout the fucking manga that it's better to go as a group. It's better to have people with you. But anyway, I could ramble about that all day. I love human connectivity. I think it's very essential to life and happiness. And, well, just, not even happiness, just a content with life is connecting with your fellow humans, having relationships, whether that be fraternal or it be romantic, you know? Anyway, that's enough of that. But, Farnese, we have Casca awake. Oh! Welcome home. Everella's right here. I love that. Alright, did I have any... Oh, yeah, well... We'll keep the lo-fi up for now, why not? Welcome home, Ivarella. I'm back? Welcome back from your long journey. And it's Danella again. No more than a day has passed here, but you must have endured years and years of hardship within the dream. Casca. I remember. You, that girl, Elaine, all that she saw, that she felt, sleeps within me now. Pleased to meet you, Farnese, Shirke, Ivarella. Thank you for looking after me for so long. Miss Casca. She talks? Just Casca is fine. As I want to call you three, Farnese, Shirke, and Ivarella. Yes, that is quite all right. It's good to meet you, Casca, miss. Okay, works for me. I love that. And we see the Shirke stare. She stares into Casca's id for a second. Oh, her odd. My bad. I'm thinking about the parts of your brain. The id. Her odd. This is Miss Casca as she was originally. The color and strength of her odd is completely different from before. The Casca we traveled with and the Casca who was Guts' companion and most likely a soldier are two different people. Well, we always knew that, but even their odd flow, the way magic surrounds Casca is completely different, which is really fascinating. I wonder why. I wonder what influences your odd. If we looked more into the lore, I'm sure there's some ideas out there about this. But yeah, I'm not like a lore master when it comes to Berserk. Sorry, guys. I don't got many theories either. I don't really read up too much online about it either. I just kind of read it a lot. I go through the chapters and read Berserk. It's one of the only mangas I've ever read. I think I've told you guys this, but yeah. Quite the manga to read too. Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess this is like, yeah, no, it's the only manga I've ever read. Yeah, I don't think I've ever read another manga. Huh. Oh wait, no. I've read parts of Mob 100. Or what, Mob Psycho? Yeah, Mob Psycho. That's what I'm thinking about. They try to hide that. Yeah, and I'm not even reading your first comment there. That was vile, bro. Though, honestly, oh, God. The fucked up part is, I mean, okay, so here's the lore, because you're making that joke about when Guts busted in Casca. But we know that they were going to have a kid. Casca was pregnant. And then Griffith fucking... He mutated it. He mutated it when he raped her. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's 100% rape. Like, yeah. Jesus Christ, dude, that fucking panel. Anyway, it's funny that you make that joke, Cheeto, but truly, Guts is... as gross as it is, Guts' cum does play a part in the fucking story, dude. That's such a fucking disgusting joke, but it is true. Oh, man. Miss Casca, what do you remember? It's a strange feeling, like I've awoken from a long, long sleep. Alright, what's up, Hayden? Yeah. Yep. It just takes 300 chapters. Here we are, guys. Casca talking again. Oh, we're on the first chapter right now. Yeah, Casca just woke up. That's pretty much the recap. I'm talking about odd, how Casca looks different, how she acts different. It's a strange feeling. Like I've awoken from a long, long sleep. As I lay sleeping, I dreamed of a woman called Elaine and her journey with her friends. I didn't think, I didn't feel. From far away in the darkness, I just watched, as if through a haze. Guts just a friend. I love that. Having you here before me now, is like seeing characters from a dream come to life. A witch with a fairy friend. And when I look around, it feels like I'm still dreaming. This is real. We are, at least. But I'm uncertain about the details surrounding my sleep. I clearly remember setting out to free Griffith, but after that, no dice. I guess I'm still half asleep. And they look at each other. The hex! All at once, they both realize she doesn't remember anything leading up to the eclipse. She doesn't remember any of it. That hex within her it's forcing her not to confront those memories. She can't think about them because it would shatter her mind again. Don't force it. Let it come back to you, okay? Yeah, you only just woke up. I do, about Guts. Do you remember Guts? Oh yeah. He just a friend, for real, for real. But yeah, she gets all teary-eyed, bro. Ugh, God, I can't help but smile, guys. It's like, I've never been the biggest fan. I feel like this happens a lot with American shows. This is part of the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of the show Invincible that people really like. A lot of my friends really like Invincible, and I do enjoy it, but my problem is that it always feels like American shows really love to ship people. They really love to have just relationships all the time and love triangles and this or that. And it can be good, it can be entertaining, but sometimes it just feels stilted or it feels shoved in. To me, Casca and Guts' relationships is super organic. Very, very organic. And it makes sense why they would act how they are. And of course, they're both warriors, they're both strugglers. And the first time they meet, they clash swords. It just, I mean, I don't know, their personalities over time build off of each other, and they slowly begin to actually gain a respect. They become comrades. You know, people always talked about it. They're like, oh, they're gonna clap cheeks, they're gonna do the thing. Like, you expect it to a degree, but not at first, and it takes forever for that to actually build. And during all of that, you see Casca yearning for Griffith. That's the truth. And then you even have Judo yearning for Casca too. Like I said, I think that stuff can get stilted, but I don't know, something about the way Berserk writes this romance really works for my fucking brain. So yeah, no, I mean, I get the warms, I get the feelies inside, you know, fellas. And yeah, we get the stare. Then Evarella, dude, she's like, Shirke, this is bad, Shirke. We went up and woke up the final boss. If you leave that woman to her own devices, she'll... And Shirke's like, shut up. Puts her in the hat. And Danny, Danan, my bad, not Danny. I'm thinking of Game of Thrones. That is literally how some French, yeah, crossing the swords, dude. Have you introduced yourselves, Elf King? Wait, who is... That's Danan to you. Wait, what? I'm actually confused. Who is saying this? I'm actually confused by that one. But Danan's like, and now, at the end of your long journey, I present you with a small gift for a long-desired reunion. Those dreary traveler rags are hardly appropriately romantic. Whoa! Casca gets the ultimate lingerie here, fellas. Danan's just trying to hook a fella up, dude. Guts is about to... He's about to get a nut in. Alright, enough joking around. But no, seriously, it's kind of funny, the elf lingerie. But, yeah. Very beautifully drawn, by the way. Gotta give props to Mir on this one. Yeah, the hair is perfect. I actually don't know how he draws Casca's hair like that. Against each other in a confrontation. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And that like headstrong, like two people can be headstrong and they might start off confrontational, but over time they begin to, open up to each other, understand each other. I get what you're saying. But yeah, I've always really loved Casca's hair. It's actually unreal. yeah, no, how well it's drawn. Anyway, amazing. A sneaky transformation sequence. It is lovely. I'm a merc. A dress isn't. No. I love how Danan just shuts that down. It looks good on you. Friends close, enemies closer. Just like Pug, Everella is so much an elf. And Danan's like, you look beautiful. The very image of a dark elf's noble daughter. Now go. Huh, isn't that interesting? That one line. That one line, the very image of a dark elf noble's daughter. Remember, there is a theory that Guts is part elf. And you have this thing where Casca transforms here, and Shirke says, Miss Casca's odd has completely changed. Completely changed. Anyway, I don't know. That's something very interesting to me right here, that one fucking line. Now go. I called on Mr. Swordsman telepathically just now. He will soon arrive by the trunk of the great cherry tree. Oh! Smalls. Hey, whoa. Hey, no, you can't do that, buddy. You're gonna hurt yourself. Yes, the sex tree. Alright, I'm gonna turn on my camera for a second here so we can just go through this for a second. So we get this Casca. She leaves she leaves the cave. She's heading to Guts. We get this beautiful, all the water drops again, like we've seen before. The memories of Casca, of the first time she fought Guts, of them crossing swords, of the bonfire of dreams, of going to war together, of drinking and camping together with the rest of the band of the Hawk, of seeing Griffith get shot, of watching. I mean, dude, there's so much. It's insane how the fucking like first 100 chapters absolutely cook. But of Griffith talking up the princess, of him saving her life in the first place, or at least giving her the chance to save her life. Guts fighting Griffith in the snow. Guts leaving. Griffith being broken. So much. Oh god. We don't want the 100-man Slayer. That's one of my favorite fucking scenes over here. But yeah, no, it's all here, guys. It's all these different memories trailing each other right here. And you can see it all. With each step. That's a little too soft for Casca. With each step, I remember vividly those days painfully dear to me. Proof that I am Casca. And then Elaine's days. So there's two sides of Casca. Who is she? Is she Casca or Elaine? She knows these people. She knows the ladies, but she wasn't Casca. Yes, some wide, thick panels right here. But we got the girls themselves. I wish I could remember their names right now. We got Godo and Ricker and Erica. We have Cedro. Okay, I'm not gonna say every name, but you guys get what I mean. We have Guts protecting their Guts, doing something. Meeting Shirke and the Mistress. Me Magnifico and the ship captain. Meeting fucking Serpico, or watching him cook. It's all these moments together. Even the Moonchild boys in there. You see moments of the Beast too. This one, which I find really interesting. Selene. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Selene. That's actually a really good way to put it, Hayden. That's a really good fucking way of putting it, dude. I don't think I've ever seen that once before. I'm not joking, man. Any comment section, any Berserk video I've watched. Like I said, I haven't read much into the theories or ever, like, gone on the forums. But, anyway, so the Demon Baby, if you notice this, it's blackened. The rest of them are so much more vivid, but the Demon Baby is, like, blackened and shaded away. It's almost hard to notice. It zooms by so quick. Same with the trolls and then Guts in beast mode. But, yeah, anyway. And then Elaine's days. Unable to feel, unable to think, only looking up at the surface from the ocean floor. But deep within me, a faint voice echoed, and we see Guts. We see him, dude! I want to see him. It's finally here, boys. Farnese. I love how Shirke's smiling. Farnese is like almost a little sad. But she's like, "Gah." And then she stops. The music disappears. And her eyes flash before her. A horror. The eclipse. And guts at the front of it. A shadowed face. No descriptors of him. An amorphous beast. All of her memories of Griffith's bandaged, destroyed body, his skin ripped, his ribs exposed, his muscles torn, his tongue torn out, and his face massacred and mauled. All the memories flood back at once, and she screams. Ah! 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 Oh yeah, I forgot to have the camera on for that. But yeah, that's the scream. Sorry about that. But that's it. We leave Elfhelm on that. Anyway. Akira. Nope. I refuse to accept that. I refuse. But anyway. Okay, where was my... Oh my god, wait, I actually forgot... Oh. Whoops. Should have had that ready, boys. I didn't even have that... I didn't have that ready at all. I don't have any music for actually the next chapter. Oh well. That's how it goes. We'll just listen to some Dark Souls music then. This is Dark Souls 2 music, so can I just do DC2 music, combat? My bad. I totally thought I had... Yeah, I thought I had music for every chapter, but I forgot. Yeah, that's my bad. That's... Ooh. Damn. Press what? Oh, okay. I mean, we could use some Darkest Dungeon. That's actually pretty good combat music. My bad, guys. Oh my god, that was loud. This is the Akira OST. Alright, we'll do it for you this time, Hayden. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Alright, so we're now at the Giants. We're seeing carts get smashed down, bodies being held on trees, humans who have been flayed, which is, Jesus Christ, that's brutal right there. I don't know if you guys can really see, but they flayed these humans, put them on like tents and poles, and then made banners of them. These are different banners. Like, you know how knights have banners? Instead, these are their banners. Our human flesh pulled out and then drawn upon. I actually find that hilarious. But yeah, anyway, very brutal, very, very terrifying. We get some more thick panels here of the giants. And we get all sorts of types of them. We get, oh yeah, this music's very appropriate for this. We get giants with armor made of boats. We get giants who armor is made of like a windmill or something. Massive castle doors as shield. They've pretty much just taken whatever they can from humans and repurposed it as their own weaponry. And then we have Guts' side, Griffith's side, his band of the Hawk, these war demons ready to fucking fight these giants. And they go in, everyone hold, fire! The cannons start blasting these fellas, taking them off guard. The giants look back, holy shit, oh, and then they get clobbered, they get cooked. Human ingenuity with demon strength coming together to absolutely clobber Fantasian monsters here. As the demons come in, they pull them up, they pick them up, fucking smashing them down, destroying their heads, doing everything and anything to slam these giants back and break away for the lances to pull through as the horsemen come in right behind them, with Griffith leading the charge. He takes out one giant with one swing all on his own, taking him at the throat. The other lancers are also coming in now, keeping the giants back, lancing them in the eyes first, and then getting them in the gut after. Krah! Do not fall behind, Master Mule. If they catch you, that's it. They'll wring your neck. I understand that, Lord Laban. I'm not about to let these savage cannibals... And then he gets the stare, dude. The stare from the medium herself. All of a sudden, he looks up. He sees the rocks coming. Whoa! They fall around him, but they do not smash Lord Laban. He looks up, and a second later, the rock throwers have been cannoned away. And you see Lord Mule look back, and he sees the reconnaissance force guarding the medium. Jeez, he's embarrassingly careless. Sorry, the speech impediment is coming out there. He's embarrassing. Shit, he's embarrassingly careless. That mule, Lord Griffith, the heart of the enemy's commanding will. Wait, oh. The heart of the enemy's commanding will is situated atop a hill on the battlefield's eastern front. A path has already been cut open. But beware, there looms a great shadow in the thicket beyond the hill. And he looks out. A great shadow? It's the Giant King. And I love that the Giant King, dude, he has his own troll pets. He has trolls for pets. That's such a, he's a giant. He's not just some robot or some careless fucking villain with no nuance to him. This guy has pets. He's entertained by trolls. There's something within these giants' minds. They have drugs, like this drink that he has right here. They have armor. They have society. They have a social caste. It's very fascinating. I don't know. This one fucking scene right here really shows so much. I also love that he has dinosaur bones. What Triceratops did he kill? Where do these bones come from? Did he kill other demon spawn? But yeah, he's pretty cool, pretty sick. And then we got the giant sweating as he sees Griffith coming up. The falcon approaches, the mighty creature. And Griffith, he's about to go Berserk, baby. Giant Tribe versus Band of the Falcon Reborn. What's up, Cheeto? But yeah, he speaks in some language unrecognizable to the humans. Well, the animal's nose. Bro, I think you might be having some, I'm gonna be honest, I think you might be having some Freudian slips there, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. The one in the middle. No, it doesn't. I know that does not. Looks like a snout, bro. Oh, man. Those are, if I'm not mistaken, those are trolls or not? Yeah, these are trolls right here. Small little guy. The cock snout. Okay, whatever, bro. Well, I'll give you this. There's a lot of, there is a lot of dick iconography in this, and, last reading, in Casca's dreams, there's a lot of dick monsters, so I guess it's not out of the possibility. But, yeah, I'm gonna say fat no on that one. I don't think that's a cock snout. But, he goes, and they're like, and they pull out the The Hydra! We saw this fella earlier when the planes began to merge the first time, dude. If you guys remember that. The fucking Hydra. The Hydra was transported here when reality became fantasy and fantasy became reality. One of the first monsters we saw was the Hydra. So this is pretty sick. But even Lord Labani's like, that's a Hydra. The other guy finishes it for him because, you know, they're just cool like that. They're homies. And all of a sudden, even Griffith doesn't have to say anything. Zod's already up there. And he runs up and he's like, ah! Tears into it. Takes off one head. Clobbers this one. Takes off the mouth of another. And he's fighting them. He's scrapping with them. And he's really going to fucking town. And at the same time, their eyes, their body, it's getting pierced with 1,000,000 arrows right as Zod's about to get attacked from a few of the heads. And it's from none other than Archer Man. And then all of a sudden, we see Dragon Guy. I can't remember their names besides Zod. But if I recall correctly, yeah. The Dragon Guy. I think he's actually I don't remember what he is. Is this fuck, whatever. But yeah, Zod jumps back in time, flap, gets back, and the dragon burns all of the fucking all of the Hydra to a crisp. And as the giants watch in horror as one of their greatest beasts is immediately fucking cooked, something happens. The Giant King stares. He stares, guys, and you know that only can mean one thing. Yep, that's right. Griffith is about to cook him. And he does. Riding up the back of the spine of the dragon, he jumps off and flies through the air, falling down upon the Giant King, stabbing him through the eye. No matter how mighty, no one can stand in the way of the Falcon of Light. Gotta have the Falcon. Yeah, that was pretty sick. That's pretty berserk. That's pretty berserk, fellas. But yeah, gotta give Griffith that one. That was pretty cool. Alright, Griffith. Alright, that's enough Akira music. I feel like that was perfect for the battle, but we'll leave it there because it's cleanup time, guys, and there's only one game that has a good cleanup song. And you guys know what I'm talking about. That's right, the Ultra Kill cleanup song. Yeah, literally. Cutting a path, they press on. They all screech, and the king's bodyguard, they begin to flee. And Griffith, he's speaking to the medium through his head. The giant king is dead. Sonya, convey what I'm seeing to all on the battlefield. Roger. Literally not cool. Yeah, come on, Griffith. Boo. Lord Laban. Indeed. It seems our Lord Commander settled the matter on his own. General! This battle is won. Now we commence the cleanup operation. My favorite cleaning music, dude. But you see all of a sudden the pikemen coming in, the like hundreds and hundreds of soldiers, the cannons launching off, I love the demons chomping down, you know, getting some good juicy licks in, dude, getting some fresh meat. And yeah, here you go, dude. The night, I love this so much. Griffith, you can see the souls. He's pulling all the souls out right now. of all the dead men, of all the dead giants probably too, of everyone who died upon this field. You can see soldiers who died here too. And then on top of that, you have the, like, both sides, man and demon together, watching their king, essentially, their lord, their general. We return to the capital together, to our loved ones. I've seen it countless times, but this spectacle cleanses the soul. That we soldiers be permitted to return to our loved ones when the end comes. There is no greater gospel. Yes, truly. Don't go recklessly chasing glory. This does not mean we should put young lives at risk, of course. I realize that. I realize that. Yeah, no, literally cleanses the soul of everything. I think all these souls are going down to the fella, the God Hand himself, the God who empowers the God Hand. Yeah, that's what I would guess. He gives them that little last vestige of their soul, and then they get shot straight down to essentially the whirlpool. Yes, the whirlpool. But we've cleared the Eastern Highway, the entire region of demonic threats. It's not much, but mankind is finally starting to reclaim these lands. As you say. But reclaiming and defending are two different things. Say peasants again begin to work this land. How long before some other phantom besieges them? No half-measure regiment of soldiers stationed here would be able to put up a fight. The war demons are powerful, but few. That's true, but Lord Griffith found it on top of the other hill. Well done, Sonia. What did you find? Some literal problem-solving touchstones. This way, this way. And they see these pillars. It almost looks like Stonehenge. So this is an ancient ruin by the looks of it. Grunbeld, can you restore this? Not a problem. And he restores it. But yeah, these long ancient ruins. What could they be? Griffith's smile moment. Oh yeah, he did. You're right. Yeah, he is happy. What fearsome strength. He looks like he could build a fortress all by himself. He even looks like a fortress himself. But I guess we've grown accustomed to sights like this. They are our trusted comrades now, risking their lives alongside us. To be perfectly honest, they still scare me a little. Yeah, okay, yeah, the guy behind you looks terrifying. This fucking... Look at this dude right here behind him. This bro looks terrifying. Yeah, of course it's gonna scare you. This homie right here. They're demons, yeah. Nah, he ain't scary. True, only Guts is. Like so? This is a corridor of stone pillars? Lord Griffith? Yes, this seems usable. Orders for the whole army. Prepare to break camp and depart at dawn. Forming 2 lines at the foot of this hill. War demons, return to human form and arm yourselves. Huh? He's right. They'd get stuck in there the way they are. All forces, move out. Never lose sight of the man in front of you. Oh, I need to turn this down. Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't realize that was so loud. But as they start to go through, why go between the pillars, though? A victory ceremony? I do not know. Hey, you two. Eyes front, or you'll lose your way. What do you mean, lose our... Should have started the Balin music there, but yeah, well. Alright, I put it up just a little bit for you. Boom, 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 boom. So it seems that whatever these are, these stone pillars are some sort of, literal magical fucking gateway to the world tree. Lord Laban! Or is this? Oh, here, let me turn on my webcam for a moment. Yeah, fast travel, exactly. Are we soaring through the air? The world tree. We are now racing through the branches of the world tree. Oh! And all of a sudden, they're right back in Falconia, almost immediately. I don't believe it. Are we back home in Falconia? Am I dreaming? We galloped across the heavens in the blink of an eye. The Falcon, he performed another miracle! Miracle after miracle! Oh, I've read that wrong. The Falcon performed another miracle after subjugating the giants. The Falcon of Light carves a new legend! And we bore witness! No, we accomplished great deeds alongside the band of the Falcon. Roar! 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 Oh, man. Many strange things have come to pass after the Kushan invasion. But hurtling through the open air, as long as we follow him, he's sure to have more astonishing things in store for us. Truly. Jeez, what have I been telling you? Serving alongside Lord Griffith is to dwell in legend. Indeed, certainly. But the road through the sky, that's incredible. Oh, no way. Sorry, guys. My brother just texted me. Comic-Con up in Chicago is happening right now where he lives. And he got me a Cowboy Bebop shirt. That's fucking awesome. That is so cool. Oh yeah, you guys want to see it? Okay, I can't show you my brother, but I'll show you the shirt. Yeah. Alright. You guys see that? Isn't that fucking awesome? He just texted that to me. Sorry about that, guys. I know it's kind of a random thing, but that's awesome. He has a bunch of other shirts that are really cool there, too. Yeah. That's sick, dude. That's fucking sick. Sick, dude. That's awesome. Mariachi Spike. Bro, I'm gonna love that shirt. Oh, a Cowboy Bebop shirt. I've never thought about having one of those. That's actually, man, what a fucking... That's what I'm talking about, guys. We were talking about the theme earlier, you know. Family and friends, dude. I mean, look how happy I am right now, bro. My brother never had to do that, but he did. Anyway, but the road through the sky. That's incredible. If we can use that, we can deploy troops from the capital to anywhere, in moments, and the common folk can take refuge here. This is a tactical, no, a logistical... You look fucking miserable. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's not that easy. The only ones who can navigate the branches are Lord Griffith and myself. Really? Really? Unless you have a special sense for it like Lord Griffith and I do. You'll get lost among the twisting branches, ending up who knows where. Could be the middle of the ocean or the bowels of the earth with no way of getting back. But if I lead the charge, we can march through. Or is that Griffith saying this? I think that's actually Griffith saying this. But if I lead the charge, we can march through. Uncovering those ancient sites will be a great boon to our military excursions. So now they have another reason to depend on Griffith. If they want to actually, Oh, was that Guts' voice? Sorry. See, this is the thing. I'm so confused on how I should do Griffith. I know it's supposed to be like angelic, really awesome. Yeah. I'm trying, dude, but I don't really have the most angelic voice. That's my problem. Of course, I'll rely on Our Lady Sirius's strength, too. Leave it to me. If Lord Griffith calls, I'll run to the ends of the earth for you. Man, dude, this girl's gonna get fucked, bro. I'm not even talking literally. She's just gonna get absolutely fucked over. She has no fucking clue what she is in for. I mean, yeah, this line, oh god, when this shit's done, like when Berserk is over, this line will probably haunt me when I reread it, because I have an idea that she might. Oh, we'll see in the future. Well, for now, we make our triumphant return alongside the morning sun. My voice is already angelic. Thank you, dude. But yeah, that's Berserk, baby. Let's move on. But here we are, still in Falconia. But this time, we're not with the soldiers. We're not with the common folk. We're not with the war demons or anything of that nature. We are with the governors, the government, the people who run the army and the day-to-day activities of Falconia. A report from military command. Regarding the plains west of Falconia, the band of Falcon's Lancers have just about eliminated the ogre, troll, and beast threat. We have yet to penetrate the woodland and river regions, and continued watch is advised. We must make haste to deal with the goblin occupation of the northern mines. Goblin occupation? They got, yeah, no, he's here. Yep, oh yeah, dude, oh yeah. I mean, he was loyal to Griffith, bro. He betrayed the queen, remember? Way back in the day, dude, little eye guy here betrayed the queen. So, you know, he's been loyal to Griffith, dog, for so long. We actually, which I really love, we get to see this guy at the fall of the Kushan Empire, and when Griffith returns, he's one of the people, if you remember, he's one of the yes, the first ever Griffith super stare. When he's looking into this guy, he gives him the stare, dude. That's where the stare meme comes from, is that one stare. The stare that started it all. Finally, my lordships are already aware. But anyway, before I go on, this guy, if you remember, he was part of the resistance within the fucking capital, the capital of Midland. Anyway, finally, my lordships are already aware of what happened to our Hirthito. I have no idea how to say that. Hirthito? What happened to our hitherto biggest threat, the Hotun of the East? What is a Hotun? See, I read this like a week ago, and then I wasn't able to do the reading. Hotun, Norse mythology, are a race of beings often depicted as powerful and sometimes monstrous, who inhabit Hontime. Hitherto, I see. Thank you. One of the 9 worlds, infrequently. Oh, okay. Oh, these are the giants. Dwarfs and elves. Hontar are... Oh, wait, what? Is a giant. Okay, I see. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I've, Hitherto. Okay, Hitherto, the biggest threat. My lordships are already aware of what happened to our hitherto biggest threat. The Hotun in the east. The giants in the east, I see. And they're from... So he's pulling them from North mythology. Alright, that's very fascinating. At the hands of the new royal army formed around the core of the Band of the Falcon and led by my commander. Total annihilation. Sounds like I'm beating my meat, but no, I'm actually clapping my hands. Everyone's like, woo! Yeah! Oh yeah, we're getting fucked up tonight. Fantastic. Now we may finally begin to rebuild our nation. Oh wait, these are 2 different guys speaking. Whoops. Fantastic. Now we may finally begin to rebuild our nation. This victory only marks the first act in a long and painful struggle. the restoration of our kingdom, and the continued existence of mankind are one and the same. Please bear that in mind.
Indeed, no objections.
The next item on the agenda. Lord Owen, captain of the palace guard and military police. What is... Oh, that's not... What is the state of public order, if you please?
The residential districts housing the Windham immigrants are divided among the guilds of the former capital, who were expecting them. The situation is stable. However, we see a trend toward a higher crime rate correlated with an increase in unskilled labor in low-paying jobs.
Oh yeah, Smalls is right there. Hey, Smalls. We're also noting a marked deterioration in public order in the sectors granted to the influx of refugees from across the border, including heresies against the faith. Rioting is a real risk if we let the situation fester. A war on heretical cults within the capital in this time of crisis would be a serious issue.
I'd rather put my trust in the Kushan.
People of all bloodlines and creeds suddenly find themselves cooped up together. Some friction is unavoidable. But the Falcon, Lord Griffith making an appearance like that, and just seeing the right of departing souls, even once, they will realize how trivial their differences of belief are.
Truly, I can't deny that the ceremony keeps the people's discontent in check. Exactly. Seeing is believing.
And you have even some of the cardinals here too, not just government officials, but the cardinals themselves.
But the deterioration of public order in the capital.
We will increase military police presence in the city. Do we have any other options?
It's another burden on the military, but there is no other way.
Save the details for later. Moving on. Relief measures for state orphans. A motion to establish an orphanage? Who? I wrote that.
Princess!
We all deeply respect your highness's compassionate nature and desire to save these children. It is most befitting a mother of the nation for the new age.
But I am afraid that we, having been entrusted with the state treasury, do not find the current administration to have the required surplus for such plans. Our domestic economy suffered a dreadful collapse due to the Kushan conflict. Considering that we have yet to recover from that, our margins are slim in the current crisis. I see.
Everyone looks down, disappointed that they can't do more. But not Griffith. We should do it. Everyone looks up. Even Eyes Guy stares. It's 15 stairs, bro. It's too many.
But, Lord Griffith, the budget.
Can you not dedicate part of the spoils from our victory over the giants for this purpose?
But there are priorities and order to things. Allocating the budget requires careful consideration.
Consideration is not enough. Such laxness brings ruin. For us to survive, we must prosper. Addressing the orphan situation is not enough. All the kingdom's young children, up to 8, no 10 years of age, are to be wards of the state. We will instill in them a sense of national unity, solidarity, morality. They will learn to read and write, a rigorous and expansive education. The princess, she loves it.
Of all the nonsense,
the people need their children to work. Parents will never give them up.
Taking the children for half a day and making sure they get one solid meal a day will help our poorest citizens too. But is it not dangerous to educate the common folk?
I love that line. Very, very, you have to remember, this is a feudalistic society. Oh man, do not doubt that some people might still think this today. You know, there might be a few fellas who, not to get topical, but a few fellas who might have wanted to defund a certain education department because it's dangerous to educate the common folk. Anyway, that's a whole idea called neo-feudalism, if you guys are curious about that. But That's just all I'm gonna say on that. That's as topical as I'm gonna get.
Learning is likely to breed arrogance among the rabble, mob rule, a fractured class system, in the worst case, a full-blown insurrection.
Domestic turbulence and foreign threats are maladies of the state. If they are both the same sickness, we do not sit and wait for debility to overcome us. We may be coughing up blood, but we must face to glory. He was talking about you. If we are to survive and prosper in this strange land in 5-10 years from now, the men-at-arms and mercenaries we have organized into an army now will be by no means be sufficient. We will need the power of the people, a great citizenry force. Such a force needs a war chest to match, and for that purpose, we must have our people flourish. Construction, engineering, food production, logistics, wherever a potential for prosperity exists, we should pursue it. We will have our people thrive with the government's support. So the children's education lays the foundation for that. A nation derives its power from its people, of course. So, if you guys have never heard of this economic theory, the basis of this is called Keynesian economics. Or at least I should say the modern version of this is known as Keynesian economics at the most basic scale. It's essentially this guy, if I remember, from the 40s and 50s. It's been a while since I've studied Keynesian economics. Who came up with the idea that government invest in the people instead of investing in, let's say a mutual fund or something like that. They take those extra tax dollars they have as the budget surplus, or if they even have, if they're even just a fucking middle of the line, they don't have a budget deficit, they don't have a budget surplus. You should go into a deficit, you should spend more money, because in the long run, that will produce a more productive population when you invest in them. And that more productive, that more intelligent population will create greater and greater value, and it stacks. Obviously, here we are, 70 years later in the United States, and we're $36 trillion in debt, so everyone has different ideas about Keynesian economics, that's all I'll say.
But the financing. Would it be unreasonable to lift the lid on the state coffers slightly for this? The administration will all but dry up for this benevolence. We'd have to resort to new taxes. In these difficult times, if we retake the copper and silver mines in the north, we could always mint more money. One more thing, touching on the deterioration of public order mentioned earlier. Segregating refugees and confining them to a single district makes them targets for discrimination and persecution. We must therefore take action before the situation escalates. If they come here seeking salvation, they must prove their worth over our native citizenry. We will grant them that opportunity and obligation. Which means, why not draft them into the army? That's... I see. You mean like the Kushan. We've had results assimilating the Kushan, eating around the same campfire, risking your lives together. That forges strong bonds. Makes for crack troops, does it not? But more fresh recruits means increased expenses. They will lay the foundation for future funding. Aside from their regular soldiering duties, the new recruits will function as combat engineers. They will build and maintain roads and the strongholds and fortifications in the lands we reclaim. These forts and highways will form a network connecting the capital and outlying villages, expanding humanity's stake across the world. Rather than building a great wall at the provincial border and staffing it with a large and permanent military contingent, this network will stand guard over the realm. The highways. I love this map, by the way. The highways will allow for swift deployment of troops and likely minimize various expenses in peacetime. Those who serve their 10 years in the military will be offered citizenship for themselves and their families, perhaps even residence within the city walls. No, Bean streams next week.
The conditions and compensation scheme seem reasonable. Now, do they not?
I understand now. That might work. Yes, it could.
Governments are crumbling all over the world. Cities and villages cut off and overrun with creatures of legend. On this continent, only we in Midland maintain a semblance of a functioning state. We are surrounded on all sides by a world of unknown dangers that will topple us if we make so much as a single mistake. But that also means this uncharted territory is within our grasp. To survive, we will invade by expanding. We cannot afford to hesitate in painting the map. In ancient times, Emperor Geiseric stood at the heart of this land. He built an empire spanning the continent. Let us attempt this undertaking. We build the territory of man. A second empire. Oh, fuck, dude. The moment he mentions Geiseric, he wants to rebuild what Geiseric built. Look, fellas, we're not done yet reading, okay? We still got a few more chapters and a few more pages on this alone. They're all walking away, the ministers, all thinking about their ruminating on it.
A second empire. Even in the midst of this crisis, he's looking ahead. However, yes, not as feasible as things are. We need to find room in the budget somewhere. I have connections in a few major businesses. I will seek the Holy See's aid. The loss of other kingdoms effectively wiping out the national debt is a silver lining. Dude, this is actually a very common thing nations do. They sometimes go to war to wipe out national debts. Yeah, that's another topical thing I won't touch on, but that's something I learned in international business is that, well, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. But, yeah, buying debt from nations is always risky if you're another nation. Well, it can even be risky as an individual, but, in general, buying, like, American bonds isn't that risky. I don't know if you guys saw, just because I'm financed, brain at the end of the day. Dude, bonds are fucking the new Fed bonds they put out, if I remember it's treasury bonds, their yield rate is 5%, guys. 5%. That's pretty juicy, dog. That's pretty fucking juicy. I don't know if it's the 10-year or the 30, but I mean, I guess 1, 3, 5, or 5, 10, or 30? It's been so long since I've paid attention to the bond market, but I was reading something and I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? I have to look into that. Anyway, very fascinating thing, very high yield for a bond. I mean, yeah, you're essentially beating inflation it's kind of crazy. This is after his death? Yes, the James Bond market. That reminds me, no, that's a whole other thing we can talk about later or another stream when we're playing video games tomorrow. But, is this after his death? Who's death? Who are you talking about, Hayden? I'm just confused. I have connections. And the two aides that are helping Minister Foss here. Lord Foss? These underhanded men, once concerned only with protecting their own interest. It's like an evil spirit has been driven from them. Well, I say that, but I used to be the worst of the lot. Oh! A fantasy, huh? To lead a country and its people, you need a fantastical vision. We are, all of us, drunk on the illusion. Mr. Mira. Oh, no, this is not... Nope, not yet. No, there's been stuff made after his death, yeah. One of his friends continued on. But, yeah, we're not there yet. No, sadly not. God damn it, dude. It's just... Yeah, thinking about that it sucks, man. It sucks that he fucking died. I know he didn't die incredibly young, but it feels like he died young. He was in his 50s, man. He was only in his 50s. I think Mira was 56, bro. Anyway. We are, all of us, drunk on the illusion that man so skillfully weaves.
Yeah, especially for Japanese, they usually live longer. I mean, usually due to their diet. Their diet's a little healthier than the American one. Surprise, surprise. But, hey man, I mean, to be fair, that is the decade my mom died in. Was the 50s. I mean, she was, oh god, okay. She was, yeah, she was 59 actually, exactly. 59 or, yeah, no, she would have turned 60 that year. Huh. Damn, that fucking sucks for her, dude. But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, wow, I never even realized that. My mom never lived to 60. How fucking strange is that? Jesus. Anyway. Sorry guys, didn't mean to bring down the mood there. It's just, it's been like fucking 8 years at this point, so it's you know, it's something that's pretty common in my life. I'm pretty used to it. But you know, we see lady down here. I wish I could remember the medium's name right now. Of acute aortic dissection. Sounds like a heart issue. Good boy, good boy. I swiped some jerky from the kitchen for you. And she's giving jerky to the hawk. Would have lived longer, yeah. Well, that fucking sucks, dude. Heart disease is a bitch. That's something I'm always worried about with my dad. He has a genetic disorder. Well, not a genetic disorder. I mean a birth defect. Because thankfully it's not genetic. I don't have it. But he has a birth defect with his heart where he doesn't have like one of his valves or something. I'm always fucking worried about that. But it is what it is, man. We live and then we die. Anyway, so she swiped some jerky. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up real quick, the hawk, this is something that fucking pulled out to me. Remember, she talks about this. The hawk and the owl. The owl, which is Shirke. Shirke is this owl. She is, shut up. But, Shirke, if you remember, they described each other when Shirke and this medium girl helped defeat the pirates together, and they talked about each other. They're described as a hawk and an owl. They were two birds alone in the world, but connected together. But anyway, I just found it interesting that she actually ended up getting a hawk. The council session's over. Hey! Lord Griffith! Oh, wait, that's not her saying that. Yeah, my bad. Lord Griffith! Lady Charlotte. Whoa, I love that. Just her face so much, dude. Oh man, dude, Mira, you're a god at drawing. Even the way Lord Laban here looks, you can see just the little tilt, dude. He's looking at both. Anyway, maybe I'm just meat writing Mira. Yeah, that's the one girl. Yeah, that Shirke met. Yep, the medium. 100%. Princess, galloping away like that is unbecoming. You'll take a fall. About what I submitted. I'm ignorant of the ways of government. No, it was a most worthwhile proposal. Yeah, that's Princess Charlotte, yeah. Well, okay, so there's a whole argument about how consensual that sex was. I've seen multiple different arguments for it. I'm not going to get into it because it's a whole fucking thing. If we wanted to look at the panels, we could. But yeah, that's the one he, oh God, he had sex with her. I don't know if you want to call it unconsensual or not because it's so fucking ambiguous. She says no at first, but then she gives into it. Oh God, yeah, I don't know. It's their relationship is really uncomfortable. There's a big difference between how Guts and Casca ask a completely consensual relationship with two adults versus how Griffith and Charlotte relationship exist. Anyway, I don't know. At the end of the day, Griffith, to me, is using her. That's how I would look at it in every sense. But, yeah, I don't know, man. That when they have sex for the first time, it's really uncomfortable. But if the state can become the parents these orphans need, we will have their support once they reach adulthood, will we not? I have gathered flowers from all over the country in my garden. I love how he's pragmatic about it. While she wants to do it out of compassion, he wants to do it out of literally pragmatism. He wants to use them. He doesn't give a shit if these orphans are happy. He just knows that if they're happy because of the government, they'll be more loyal to the government once they become of age. Like, Charlotte, red flag, red flag. But no, she just starts yapping about herself, dude. I've gathered flowers from all over the country in my garden. I would like to plant them in the orphanage's yard. I'm sure it would make a gentle home for the children who have lived such harsh lives. By the way, this orphanage, plot point, I'm not joking. This will come into the plot later. A mother of the nation in truth, like a homemaking mother. My, speaking of, wouldn't the father of the nation be a king for the new age? She's pulling out, just really just stressing. She doesn't like this. She doesn't like it. No, boo, boo. Oi, stop that. Even Laban's like, dude, come on. Lord Griffith, do you have plans this evening? Should it please you, would you join me for tea in my chambers? I am sure it will help you recover from your latest campaign. Military command has nothing scheduled this afternoon. Please enjoy yourself. I'm sure it'll help me recover too. Lord Laban, he puts his arms up. He's like, quit it. This is their first evening together in a long time. Don't ruin it. You were at Lord Griffith's side every day during the campaign, weren't you? Hey, where are you? I'm setting out for a long ride. Don't follow me. I can't not go. Jeez. Guess I'm the only one not getting a break. And then, yeah, Griffith, he lays the pipe, boys. We're going to put on the pipeline song. And you guys might know this song. It's pretty well known as a pipeline song. Yes. Oh man, but yeah, he seabats her ass, bro. And if you guys notice, there's a full moon out. And as Griffith sits at the windowsill, leaving Charlotte to sleep on the bed, he looks at his own arm, his own hair, and he notices it begins to change to black. Of course. Then this night will be. And Griffith is gone. Under a full moon lit sky. He disappears. And he's ready to go berserk. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, this is another manga we actually have to read. Way home. Alright, give me 1 second here. Chop, 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 chop. Now then, how's that? Thank you very much. But your majesty, you needn't... Please. Oh, please. I had fun with it. Putting a girl's lovely hair in order is always enjoyable. This makes a fine break from my regular domestic duties, and it's Danan to you. The dress truly suits you, so it's a bit of a shame. But As per your wishes, I have prepared clothes that are easy to move in the style of the Forest Guardians. And, of course, a sword. This is much better. Oh! Serpico, she makes a completely different impression now. I love how they're all just like smiling or shocked. Like, I don't know, man. It makes me giddy that Farnese is happy. That Shirke is smiling. Anyway, don't stare. You're just making it awkward. Looks like a woman pirate. So cool. As transformations go, that's a big one. The Casca we knew was like a headstrong kid. I remember all the things we had to save you from. Being hunted by heretics and Farnese Gain. Those were the days. Sorry about that. Yeah, they almost burned Farnese alive. Makes you wax nostalgic, don't it? Feels like forever ago, or 20 years to be more precise. Sure, it's a bit hazy, but I remember. You really had my back, didn't you? A Cedaro and Puck. Shucks, it ain't nothing. Dude, he's understanding why Guts got these feelings for Casca. He's like, God damn, shucks, it ain't no big deal. Pretty lady. The girls who found it hid me on those holy grounds. I wonder if they're safe now. If I ever see them again, I want to thank them. I have no excuse for my behavior back then. I love how Farnese just says that. And Casca's like, no, I didn't mean it like that. It's only thanks to my death-defying dive that Casca wasn't burned to a crisp. "20 years? It felt like 20 years. I don't think she actually means. It's a joke because I'm pretty sure it took 20 years to write the whole thing. Like, to go from that, you get what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, it was 20 years. I think that's why they said that. Feels like forever ago, or 20 years to be more precise. I think he's breaking the fourth wall there with Puck. Yeah. If I had to guess. See volume 21. Thank you, Puck. That is one of the coolest fucking things, dude. A Cedaro death-defying jump is awesome. The whole the Conviction arc, the Tower of Conviction arc is so fucking good. Father Mosgus, man. It's oh god, yeah. Anyway, I won't talk about it too much. We need to focus on this. Not a little patronizing. That's a mania, Cedaro. No idea what you're talking about, though. I love Isma. To you, I owe special thanks, my lady. Call me Farnese. When I could cling to you, I was always at ease. Like how a child feels about their mother or big sister. On this journey, you really were that mother, that big sister to me. No, not at all. I'm the one who could barely do anything for you. Danan, so movies. Shut up. Keep the shut up. Boo, mods, ban this man. Perma-ban this man now. Hey, butt out. Is it really worth crying over? She's not used to praise. Butt out. She's imprinted on her. I owe you thanks too, Mistress Shirke. You have dragged us out of many a crisis. Please, don't be so formal. My lady will do. That's not... I just played my part. It was mostly Farnese who looked after you. This trip was a real headache, taking good care of a lousy poople and... poople! Poople! A lousy pupil and an overgrown baby both. So you really do wield the sword, Casca, even being a woman and all? So how good are you? I wonder. I think I've gotten pretty rusty, but I can feel the weight of the sword a bit. And Danan, then I have some appropriate sparring partners for you in the storeroom. Come on out! Boom, 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 boom. Oh, sorry, I should have transitioned the sound a little bit more. But yeah, we get this beautiful shot with the Nords here. Let me fucking go small for a second. Like I just dunked my camera in some cold water. But anyway, yeah, we get some cool Nords, dude. Long ago they came to this island. What were they called? Vetkins? We took their weapons and magicked them into golems. I've heard of them. They're pirates. Vecking lame. Talk about stale. Are you antiques, Vekin?
The legendary seafaring warriors reduced to this.
I don't know how to express my gratitude, Your Majesty. They're just straw dolls underneath, so hack and slash to your heart's content. Their weapons have been enchanted with an incantation non-wounding and non-killing. I love how her face almost looks like Puck's right there. Like she's like, it's no big deal. Then I'll take you at your word and show no restraint. Go for it. Don't mind if I do. Casca, she goes for the block, the parry, the classic move. Knocks the sword to the side, bringing it down once again. Yeah, essentially, yeah. Then, after hitting the neck, she goes around, gets the leg as well. His neck off, his leg detached. Oh! I love how Vice Commander Zahn is even like, she's good. She's good. Oh, I love you, Vice Commander Zahn. Or my bad, the Mustachio Knight. But the other one coming in with the axe and a shield. She's going in, but dodges the axe swing. It was a fucking, what do you call that? A feint. The fellow trips and she just lets him do most of the work, pulling his sword, pulling his axe with him. Oh! And she kicks his ass. Spearman coming in third. Casca dodges it barely. Her sword grinding along the spear shaft, and she takes off the arm. She's good. That slip of a girl is that strong? Awesome! She's strong! Cedro. She has experience fighting armored opponents. I love how he's just breaking it down. Serpico, a true pro. Even fucking Roderick over here, who's one of the princes of Yi, more skilled than I am. You know, how good of a swords a trainer, what is it? A master of arms is what they're called. How good of a master of arms did he have, and yet he's not even on Casca's level. Immediately, he can tell that, even though she hasn't fought in years. You did it! I'm blown away, Casca! You're so cool! I'm shocked too, to be honest. I guess you never really forget, even if it's been a while. If you've done something for long enough, your body acts on its own. I love how they are reassembling each other while they're talking, though. He's picking up his fucking shit. So great. Hey, be my sparring partner. Guts is strong, but he's so much bigger than most enemies I'll fight. That wouldn't be a problem with you. I don't mind, but sometimes beneficial. Studying others' ways is. Another Yoda reference. There you go, fellas. Thank ye, Miss Casca. So you have learned how to bow your head, my Padawan. Just with wooden swords, though. I don't strike as true as I used to. So I am still a miss, huh? Miss Casca, thank you, thank you. Go, 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 go! Let's roll! Well, shall we go study? Let's boys. Farn, stay here and help Casca with their training, Serpico. And they move off, and Serpico's left thinking, a sorceress through and through. Yeah, 20 years later, still making the Yoda references, dude. There's been how many? At that point, it was like 6 Star Wars movies. Oh, man, that's funny to think about. How much Star Wars has evolved, yet Berserk stayed the same. Or I guess Berserk evolved too, but you get what I mean. Are you sure about this? Not even greeting her? What chapter is this? 359? This is fine for now. She's getting along with the rest of you. That's enough for now. From here on, this is her predicament alone. Will she face it, or wait for time and faded bonds to heal her? No matter how deep her wounds, Casca can now decide for herself. Thanks to you. Pretty much. But no. Yes. Beautifully said, Hayden. No. I'll go tell her. Farnese. Did that girl shoulder some new burdens in the passage of the dreams? I wonder. Sympathy for the enemy? Huh? I love that. Sympathy for the enemy. She doesn't understand it, dude. Casca's the enemy. Because I'm the one. She feels that burden. Farnese feels that burden. She's the one who gave Casca her memories back. She deserves to be with Guts. And Farnese, as much as it hurts, she wants. Why does Fairy Girl not like final boss Casca? Fairies are emotional. They're base emotions. They're all different elementals. That's why Guts is so lax and so fucking whimsical, is because he is a wind elemental fairy. I don't know what Evarella is. I don't know if they actually said that ever, but you have to remember Evarella is attached. She is bonded to Shirke. So she shows the inside emotions of Shirke that Shirke doesn't represent on the outside. So she says some of her, like, imagine more like ego, id type of thoughts. The stuff you might not say. Sympathy for the enemy. Casca's not actually an enemy, but because Shirke has a sort of strange feeling for Guts, this admiration, this attraction to Guts on a very basic level, Evarella represents that. She calls Casca the enemy because Casca is Guts's, for, if you want to keep it basic, she's his partner, or they are partners, or they have that romantic connection that in Shirke's child mind she dreams of having one day with Guts. But that's kind of the reason why. Because I'm the one. And then Casca, she's pointing over. Guts is there. He's there. I love how Isidora's been beat down already. He has a big bump on his head, and Puck is healing it. I mean, so much just small stuff. Show, not tell. When you were scared, it was I who pressed your heart into you. You can see him. With those words, we parted. Yeah, she is jealous. You could just say she's jealous. Well, yeah, I know, but that doesn't explain why Evarella... Okay, whatever. You know what? Fuck you. You know what? I like to yap, dude. Why do you think I read these? Why do you think I stream? But yeah, you are right. I could have just said that. You're not wrong. And you can see Danan. They start to walk away. But... Guts? Guts! I don't know. Guts. And Guts just kind of looks forward. He doesn't say anything. You can listen from over there. I say that, but what do I have to talk about? You have good friends. Of course, I know them too. I guess you'll have to fight me. But when we were traveling, I was like someone else in a dream. Isidoro is very attached to you. Hurrah! Imagine you taking a student under your wing. Would have been unthinkable in the old days. He's got your headstrong streak. Gotcha, head! Though his teacher was even more stubborn. I love Guts is already sweating. He's like, fuck, dude, god damn it. But he knows his way around fighting with two blades, just like judo. All of a sudden, Judo's memory comes back. That last fucking line, as he's getting absolutely fucking whipped by that creature. I don't know if you guys ever remember that line. Do you cry often, Casca, when you're alone? That's the last thing he says to Casca. Oh man, dude, this fucking manga is bleak sometimes. But yeah, anyway, all of a sudden her memories flash back. All at once she's thinking about her brain, it's snapping, it's breaking. She can't do this. Kosk! Guts, he flips around, he doesn't even think about it. And Casca, getting off the ground, she looks up, and all she sees is madness and horror. Sorry, I know that mauled you guys' ears, but she gives out that scream, that pained scream. The horror before her, everything that happened at the eclipse flashes through her eyes once again. It's too much, it's too much. And Guts reminds her of it because he is a part of that memory. And you can just see the pain in his face. He clenches his teeth. He closes his eyes and turns around, walking away. There's something so sad about that, dude. He was there the whole time. He was watching them, listening to her fight, listening to her talk to Shurke and Farnese and Isidoro and Serpico and everyone else, but he cannot be a part of it. He cannot be a part of it because she still cannot see him. The night appears as the recurring nightmare widens the gulf between the two. What are his intentions? Dude, I don't even want to do Berserk. I don't even want to go Berserk right now. I can't, guys. I can't. It's too depressing. At the end of the long journey, what becomes of the two who were to be reunited? Take it easy, take it easy. Don't gulp it down. Thank you. I made another scene. Never mind that. You only just awoke from a long, long nightmare. Overdosing it is absolutely forbidden. For now. When something reminds me of those old days, it's like I'm suddenly dragged back to that place, to that time. It's right in front of my eyes. Miss Casca, don't! His face, his voice. I can't. A dread shadow covers me. And before she can go on further, Danan puts her to sleep. With some sort of like magical petals here. Miss Casca? She will be fine. I am just letting her sleep. Now return to your duties. I will watch over her. I understand your concern, but isn't burning soothing incense and letting her rest the best you can do for her? But isn't there something you must do? And she lays, Farnese lays that hand on Casca's head. Yes, and she leaves. But for 1 second, Casca reaches back out and grabs her cape. I don't know, it's like really depressing right here, but it's also really heartwarming, dude. Like, even in sleep, Casca, like, she's attached to Farnese. Farnese is her rock, her comfort rock. They're attached at the hip. There's no going back. Even Farnese is shocked by this. You know, it's Celine, bro. You talked about it, Hayden. This is Celine. Casca has aspects of Elaine in her now. There's no denying that. And this is one of them. Even though she is fully Casca now, she is fundamentally tied to Farnese. Yeah, like Guts' sword. She trusts you greatly. She trusts greatly in you, doesn't she? A security blanket, perhaps. I'm not... Right. To celebrate your new life of magical enrichment. Just my old cast-offs. Her old clothes. Interesting. So, anyway, we're going to class. Ah, they're here. It's the same fellas from before, the ones who are watching. I love Serpico in the back. Just watching from behind the tree. Lady Farnese, at last. The hat doesn't feel quite right. I love her new get-up, though. I do really like the elf clothes. But it's Danan's old sorcery gear. You'll get used to it with time. It suits you. Too flashy for your plain Jane self? A neophyte shouldn't wear such a fine dress, woven of cherry blossoms. It's too much pressure. It weighs down on me. The clothes are light, though. Oh, so they're cherry blossom clothes. That's cool. Since Danan so kindly gave it to you, you have no choice but to wear it. Also, if you're wondering what the fuck a neophyte is, I only know this because I DM D&D, and I've done a few Warhammer 40k one-shots, and I did one Warhammer 40k one-shot where, I know, I wish it was colored panels. I know, dude. I fucking know, man. But, I did a Warhammer 40k one-shot, and it was the Black Templars, and they call their initiates neophytes. So if you're ever wondering what a neophyte is, it's essentially an initiate, a trainer, that sort of thing. So, you have come, initiates. Sincere apologies for our tardiness and on our first day. Oh, good enough. Danan told me your extenuating circumstances. First, we will know the strength of your abilities, the extent of your magics and rites, the nature of your training. Strength of my abilities? I've only just begun studying the arts. I don't have much to show for it. No need to take your hat off. The array of the 4 cardinal points, there's that. Well then, let's see it. Huh? Master, here, here, you can do it. Don't embarrass Shirke, Poople #1. I'm gonna say Poople from now on. Hey, what's up, Schultz? Yeah, dude, I know, this has been going long. I'm sorry, dude. I know we were gonna game, bro, but, yeah, we kinda, yeah. Anyway, it is your array of the 4 cardinal points that has protected everyone. I promise you that. All done. Let's go. Oh, okay. I shall begin. Hold on. Is she not going to put down a magic circle? Maybe she doesn't know the circle. That lady is an amateur, right? No staff either. And she means to practice magic as an adult. This is why we don't take in people from outside the island. You think she can do it? The array, I mean? No way. At most, she might just conjure up some faint light. Drinking a brewski, nice. It's huge! So pretty! It's so clear! Ho ho! Farnese, you say you've not aspired to master the magical arts for very long, but how long is that exactly? I've been doing this for maybe 3 months? The array of the 4 cardinal points in 3 months? As an adult? It usually takes a year. So learning to use magic after growing up isn't impossible? Amazing! That took me 3 years to conjure. She's been put... How did your companion do it? She's been put through some pretty exceptional circumstances. She had a teacher of extraordinary skill. Bro smoking a fat blunt. Dude, that makes me want to fucking smoke some weed. I'm on a tolerance break right now, dude. You're smoking straight cat piss. Oh, it smells like cat piss, literally. Super silver haze. Okay. Well, if someone wants to look that up on Mary Jane, I think is the website where you can look up strains. Munch Fiendin'? Yeah, I am. I'm on a tolerance break right now. Yeah, I'm trying to get that tolerance back down. Also, I think I told you guys this, but I've been training for a pretty insane marathon, so I'm trying to keep the lungs as clean as possible. So I've been taking more tea breaks recently. That's why I haven't been streaming as much, is because I've upped my working out. Usually, yeah, no, I do a lot on the daily usually, but that's a whole other thing we can talk about another time. All right, we wowed him. Next up, Shirke. Can you show us an art? Yes. Then I will perform a spirit summoning. I will call a spirit of darkness from the hollow of that tree. Oh, there's a spirit in there? Do you sense anything? No. Besides, might not a spirit of darkness be dangerous? Weed that smells like cat piss. Oh, okay. Alright, great detective skills there, Schultz. She too. A summoning without a circle. Shirke, she goes in her fucking little astral form, talks to the dark spirit, makes the deal. Oh! I am a nameless shadow, a gaping dark. The gloomy girl's wish, this I grant. Bring one fruit to staff. Huh? What? Wait. What? And he's like, stay away. Huh? What? Yeah! It's dark. I can't see anything. Oh. And he trips down. My apple. Everyone's clapping. Other people are astonished, wowed, staring. I love Farnese here. That's right. Tremble in fear. Yeah, I love Morta, who's like, nicely done. I'm sorry. Are you okay? Yeah, but my apples. Hold on, Shirke. What's your deal? Calling forth a spirit without a magic circle? And that was a spirit of darkness, wasn't it? Why was there something so dangerous here? I have formed the links in my mind. Magic circles are just a means to the end. So essentially the magic circles in the brain. Combat experience puts you on another level too. On our journey there was no time to carve runes or draw small icons. When we were in danger, I had to develop this skill to overcome the obstacles we faced. It's the same with my arts. I had to draw on the strength of whatever spirit was sleeping in the place I was standing at that time. Perhaps that's how I developed a sense for finding them. Powerful spirits are dangerous, yes, but that is also why they could come to my aid many times. I've even sought out the strength of a spirit of darkness once, but this one is harmless. You're always out here studying and practicing while it watches from its hollow. It seems to have grown a bit envious. A shut-in, huh? It would delight in the offering of an apple. Maybe a game of tag. I guess I was it, huh?
Ho, magnificent! To the residents of this place, grown accustomed to peace.
Yeah, what if it's you, Schultz, that smells like the cat piss?
Visitors such as you can be quite stimulating. Everyone, you would do well to cultivate connections to the outside world and study intently the practical applications of magic. Yes, sir! We should offer something in return. Let's see. In that case, Master Archmage, there is one thing. What, pray tell? Would you not bestow us with magics of healing, specifically the means to mend the soul? Farnese. Sorcerer and nurse, huh? That's very like you.
Medicinal practice was originally a mage's duty. And we do have someone... Oh god, I'm getting a little stuffy here, guys. And we do have someone perfectly suited for healing the heart. Here I am! Danan, if that's what you wish, I'll pinch in. Let's all do our best for Casca's sake. And help me with the sweeping sometimes, please. And a housekeeper. Now, Shirke. Yes, beyond the spirits native to the natural world, there is a deeper realm. Would you have an interest in mingling minds with the daemon? Daemon? Unbelievable. Usually, you're only initiated when you become a fully fledged mage, right? Daemon. I bet it's actually demon, but we'll go with daemon. Say yes, Shirke. The daemon, I don't know, demon, I don't know. The daemon do not belong solely to the hereafter. In life, they were human, heroes, and sorcerers among them. She who aided you in your dream, my old friend, is one of them. Absolutely! You humble me! Very well. It's again nice to have you here, Shirke. Yes, I'm impressed. You're an outsider and a grown-up to boot. But wow! Oh, thank you. Yeah, Morta's watching on. And then we go to Guts. It's no longer fun time, it's sad time, guys. We gotta put the Guts music back on. And he's just swinging a sword. Whenever Guts can't think of something, I mean, this reminds me of BoJack Horseman. If you guys have ever watched that show, with the runner who's like, when you have bad thoughts, just keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running, dude. And that's what Guts is like. He's struggling to confront the reality of his existence, that Casca is alive and well, but he cannot see her without her going into a fit of terror. So here he is, far away from everyone else, just swinging his sword, and swinging his sword, and swinging his sword, and swinging his sword. He doesn't have to confront anything as long as he swings the sword. As long as he keeps swinging this, he doesn't have to think about it. Anyway, yeah, but he gets so exhausted, he thinks about it. The memory comes to him, just seeing Casca terrified of him, grabbing Farnese with all of her strength. The hell do I do now? You bear witness to the end of your journey. Boom! It's Skull Knight! It's guy who says obscure things. It is not always a happy thing. To bear witness to a journey, it is not always a happy thing. Well, we're getting Berserk, fellas. The Skull Knight's here. Alright, my roommate did not... Okay, cool. Oh, it's you. As dictated by causality. Very mysterious, as per usual. So, what do you think? A while back on that moonlight beach, you gave me some advice. Guess your concerns were overblown, huh? As you can see, I made it to the island with eye, arm, and a whole body intact. Love how he doesn't have that eye. He just has one fucking eye. By the way, guys, he's done all this with one eye. If you forgot, Guts only has one fucking eye. He doesn't have depth perception. He literally has no depth perception. Oh, man. As you can... Things did get a bit rough on the way here, though. That is good. Thanks. But do not let your guard falter. Causality has yet to converge. Hey, just what is that supposed... It has been far too long. Your Majesty. I just had to say that in my regular voice. Your Majesty. He's not talking to Guts, and he says it's been far too long. Who the fuck is this guy? He's some sort of Majesty of the Night? So, is he actually Geiseric?
Or rather, I believe you go by Skull Knight these.
I can't decide. Let me do an old man's voice, Jesus Christ.
Or rather, I believe you go by Skull Knight these days.
Majesty?
I recognize your face. The son of Vid, are you not?
My name is Gedfrin. My father and I were granted many audiences with you when I was but a child. Now, I am the leader of this village.
That insolent child appears to have grown up.
Oh, you humble me. Oi, hold on. Old man, just how old are you?
There's probably not much point in asking.
Someone for whom time flows differently. And now Gus looks up. This Skull Knight was some sort of majesty, and he knows Gedfrin, when Gedfrin was nothing but a child. Who are these people?
But you have,
to me, hitherto, unknown relationship to this knight, then. Can't get rid of him. Can't get rid of him. Can't get rid of him, more like. Or his ill omens. Thick as thieves, then. I understand. Now what you say, Sir Knight? Will you accompany this black swordsman and myself to call on Hanar? Who's Hanar? No, that's not good. Who's Hanar? A dwarf, spirit of smithing, and a skilled craftsman to boot. Your armor and Sir Knight's are both products of his prowess. Oh, hype. We're gonna get to meet the craftsman behind the Berserker armor, guys. And the armor for the knight, the Skull Knight. There's no harm in having a chat.
Very well. Let us see about repairs to my armor as well.
And then we shoot back to them again. Morta just... You know, she's just snoring, sleeping. All of a sudden, she just wakes up. Alright, we'll switch from the Guts theme, because we're leaving that area. Alright, I'll give anyone a kiss who can guess this song. What video game is this music from? But, yeah, Morta, she wakes up and she's like, huh? That's... Relax and picture yourself sweeping the bar tights away with your broom. You got this, Shirke. Good luck. I love this kid just eating more. He's always eating, the fat guy. No, it's not from Skyrim. Oh, I know. It's so well... Oh, let me turn this down a little bit. It got pretty loud. Oh, I know it so well. You see all the others flying, and as a practitioner of magic, it makes you want to try it for yourself. Oh, not Minecraft. But it might not come naturally to such a serious and bookish girl. Relax your shoulders. To fly, you need to deal with bar tights, which isn't easy. Fickle things, the lot of them. I can still barely skim the ground. Wait, who the fuck is this? Who is this talking? Wait, I'm actually confused. This looks like Danan. Wait, no, this isn't Danan. Wait, who is this? Who are these? Wait, what? It's Crusader Kings? No, not Super Mario RPG. Nope. And it's not CK3. Though it is from a strategy game. It is from a strategy game, so you guys are getting hotter. Come on now. Just be light and float. Be like a flower petal dancing in the wind. Clear your mind. Forget your worries and chillax. I feel like I'm floating. Oh, here we go. All of a sudden, I mean, you can see the second stick popping up already, and Morta coming from behind her. What the? What? Morta? You'll pick up on it much quicker if someone actually flies you, you know? And off we go! Ah! I love Avarella. Kidnapped! Kidnapped! Morda, you can't just... And they're gone. Not Civilization. Here, I'll give you this. It's an older strategy game. Very old strategy game. A lot like Age of Empires, though it's not Age of Empires. Jeez, don't close your eyes. Nope, nope, nope! You've flown when doing astral projection, haven't you? Why so scared now? That's completely different! Now I'll die if I fall! Boom! And she opens her eyes for her. Nah, it's not Rome. Good guess there, dude. And we get this beautiful... Whoa! Let me turn off my camera so we can get an in-depth look on this thick one. The wind! It feels good. Actually, flying into the wind sure is something. As a body of light, you're just half dreaming. So let's feel something. And lots of it. Whoa! Whoa! Ah! I love how they get low enough where Morda's putting her hand and, like, fucking touching the water and shit, as you guys can see. Incredible! Not to brag, but I'm the best on the island when it comes to brooms. I go for a ride whenever these boring old men's lectures are about to put me to sleep. You're different from the other sorcerers on this island, Morda. Maybe more like a delinquent. Well, yeah. The whole hold hands and be friends thing isn't in my nature. But hey, look. That's Guts. And... What's down that ravine? It's where the island's outcasts hang out. Those who can't adapt to the Queen's light and bloom. Rather than a place in the sun, some prefer the gloom, like that spirit you summoned earlier. Coincidentally, my master also lives down there. Why are your buddy and Elder Gedfrin going there? And I haven't seen that knight before. So curious. Let us investigate. Oh wait, no, that's Shirky. Let us investigate. That's the spirit. And we get to see this beautiful underworld that it looks pretty fucking insane, dude. You got like little snakes in the water, bats and goblins and gremlins and all sorts of fungus and toads and hunchback creatures and this centipede thing. This is indeed different from the elfin lands above. It's rather like Quiplof. If you're wondering what the fuck is Quiplof, it's the domain of one of the god hands, if you remember correctly. The lady. The thing that attacked us. Yep, Wickerman. This land was attacked by a great kingdom on the continent long ago. Land was attacked by a great kingdom on the continent long ago. Castle Villa? Not the Facebook game and not Free Realms. No, it's a PC game. It's still on Steam today. There's actually an HD remake of it. Captured enemy soldiers were sacrificed to create these. If you're wondering who, it's probably Geisric, I have to imagine. King Geisric when he was uniting the world. One of them gave you a spot of trouble, huh? But you have to take old tools out of the shed once in a while, you know, so they don't dull. Used to be that sorcerers, witches, and magic users were measured by the rumors and fears they inspired, you know? Then you see the village and it's like a playground. Totally lame. You want to be carried away by your own overflowing power, don't you, Morda? We have one like that in our group too. And she thinks of Isidro. What? Not even. Nothing childish like that. Not me. Stop! Ah! Master! Ugh. Morda, I see. You've hardly shown your face around here as of late. I had to go greet some newcomers to the island. Ha! That's your excuse for taking a Wicker Man without permission? How brazen. Not Victoria, not Total, none of the Total War games. No, it's not like Total War Medieval or anything like that. And it's not, no Paradox games. Or, not Victoria, I should say. Sorry, sorry. Don't get so mad or you'll get lightheaded again. Granny, and this is Granny Vol, my master. A master of curses and manipulation of departed souls. The island knows her as Volbapa, the very image of an evil crone. Who are you calling a crone? I intruded on this island only the other day. I am the pupil. I am the pupil of Flora of the Spirit Wood. My name is Shirke. Apologies for hovering over you. Oh, so you're that Flora's. Did you know my master? And before she can get the answer, Morta speaks up. Did you see old Gedfrin and 2 night guys pass by? They were headed for the Stone Forest but a moment ago. Bleh, the Stone Forest. The dwarves, huh? We're off. Sorry to bother you, master. Oi! Help out with a right once in a while, will ya? If I feel like it. Goodbye. Should I curse my dreadful pupil to grow a tail? How annoying. But this is the first time I've seen her bring someone along. I was so nervous. She's very intimidating. She's got a certain look to her, that's for sure. But she's a fun old bag. Stronghold Crusader. There you go. There you go. Stronghold Crusader. Yep. No, Smalls, don't do that. Oh, someone knows it's dinner time. But someone also knows he ate out of the trash can today. So, oh man. You fucking this fella, dude, he ate out of the trash can today. Believe it or not, this motherfucker. But yeah, it is Stronghold Crusader. Though, this guest being, of all possible things, one of Flora's, not to mention that Death's Head horseman. It does indeed look like the sleep-addled talk of those old fools is coming true. Hey, stop. Stop. Oh. Someone's wagging his tail. What, you want some ass rubs? Come over here. Give me that ass. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You puffin'? You puffin'? Alright. Anyway. But I guess, so these sleep-addled fools, she's talking about the elders of the village, they seem to have known this was coming. It was all part of causality. So wait, was Guts supposed to survive? Or did the prophecies change once Guts survived? Was Skull Knight always meant to save Guts, or was that not part of fucking causality? What even is causality? Can it be changed or not? I have no fucking clue. Anyway, here we are. We're at the dwarven. What's up? Like a roller coaster? Incredible! The rock really does look like a forest. We'll walk from here. The bartites are thick in the stone forest. Lurking since it started. Oh yeah, it's quite the roller coaster. Flying would seriously wear us out. Dwarfs like to make their homes in dark, tight spaces, and they're stubborn weirdos too. Well, I hardly ever walk, so I'll be tired either way. There they are, and we see some of the dwarfs, dude. They're just harvesting stone, doing their thing, clanking, clanking. And here we are, catching up to Guts, Skull Knight, and Gedfrin.
Excuse us, Hanar. What business?
Sorry.
What business does a sorcerer have here in the bowels of the earth?
And Guts, for a second, he swears he sees him again. Godo! The guy who made the dragon sword. It's uncanny how similar they look. Like I told you guys, I mean, you have to remember the astral plane and the material plane have been separated for 1,000 years, and now they're back together. So what does that mean? That means those stories that Godo talked about where he's like, there were dwarves and gnomes up in the hills. Well, it's possible that Godo might just be part dwarf. Well, anyway.
Huh. Well, there's a familiar face. Keen?
Wait, Keen? He's talking to Skull Knight?
Seems you haven't slipped from this mortal coil yet, as expected of my work. It is thanks to you that I am in good health, my friend. Good health. Ugh. Ugh.
You're just Oh god, sorry, I'm so fucking stuffed. Guts and Griffith on the same side after I smart. What's this? Oh, I see.
Good health, huh? Bah! You're just rattling in your coffin. And you? Never thought I'd see that one again, nor that the two would appear together. Anar, since you forged it, tell us, what does it mean to don that black suit of armor? Could you perhaps explain to the young man? I ain't the generous sort. But judging by how well you wear it, youngin', seems you've gotten some use out of it. Yeah, it's pulled me back from the brink of death many times. Thanks for that. Oh, no need for thanks. You're its owner now. Only that you've used it doesn't mean you've mastered it. That thing is liable to turn and possess and consume its host. Well then, let's give it a go.
Well, you're about to get the absolute most insane... Oh, sorry. I mean, yeah, it's only gonna get a little more twisty here. I'm just telling you guys that. It's about to... Truly, the roller coaster, guys, we haven't even hit the first loop. That's all I gotta tell you. We're about to hit that loop. But yeah. Whoa! Guts is like, ah! His armor immediately is activated by the dwarf. Let's give it a go then. And the beast is about to go Berserk! That's not. Woo! It's kind of like a dog scream, I feel like. There you go. But Guts, he screams out. He's unleashed all at once. I just love this panel, dude. This one shot's so good. Guts! Morta's like, what's that? I love how Hanar's not even fucking... He's not even phased. Down, boy. Master Archmage!
Shurke, Morta, cutting class already.
No, that's not him. I cannot keep the old man's voice consistent.
My.
What's going on? What are you doing to Duts? Duts? What are you doing to Duts? Oh god. Resorting to Morta. Resorting to torture?
Just figured I'd show him one. A blood memory that seeped into the armor. What caused its previous owner's life to be consumed by the Berserker.
You know, it's interesting. When it says what caused its previous owner's life to be consumed by the Berserker, it shows Skull Knight. Anyway. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Alright, camera off. Or camera tiny. Wait, what? Am I looking at an eclipse? The previous owner of the armor died at an eclipse? And is that what I'm seeing in the distance? It's 5 members. It's the God Hand. Bingo. Bingo, Hayden. Creatures, monsters, demons, everything, carnage, blood everywhere! He's tearing through them, and he's getting closer, 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 closer to the God Hand. Far, close. He's tearing them apart. Everything, anything, closer, Closer! He's upon them! Wait, what the fuck? That's not the god. It's void, but it's... Hey, Smalls, don't do that. Don't... No, buddy. You're gonna tear your ear. We've never seen these guys. We've never seen any of them besides Void. We've seen giants like this before. We've never seen booby things or vagina face or a blowjob machine. I don't know. What am I supposed to call these guys? But there was a different god hand, different members when Skull Knight died? So wait, does this mean Griffith can die then? Is it actually possible, fellas? Can Griffith be killed? It just might be true. Guts! The memory seems to resonate with him. But yes, there you go, dude. A whole different sort of god hand, fellas. A whole different god hand. We're not done with the memory, actually. I should probably fucking repeat that. Yeah, my bad. I should have looped that.
Memory seems to resonate with him.
Guts all of a sudden, pff, he breaks his chains. He's going. He's about to tear off Henrar's face.
Oh, such incredible strength.
Pff, all of a sudden he stops. He's back in the memory. He looks down. He's looking at a woman? A woman that looks a lot like Danan. What the fuck? What is going on here? She even has the brand of sacrifice on her. Then how is she alive? What is... I'm confused as you guys are, but we're gonna go on. And then you see it. An entire city, an entire empire with the brand. It's all burning. It's turning to ash, sinking down to the depths below. Remember, when we went to save Griffith, when Guts and the homies went down there, they saw at the bottom the old empire of King Geyserich crumbled to dust, bodies everywhere, with the brand on their skull. Now you finally get to see it, guys. 300 chapters later. Yeah, not leading them on at all. Yeah, exactly. What happened? He stopped dead like a puppet, with its chains cut? Strings cut? Might this be an opportune moment? Shirke runs forward without thinking. Guts! Guts! For a second, Guts is still in the memory. Then he comes to, and she pulls off his like hood, the beast. Woo! Well, look at you. Nicely done. You back with us, kid? Shirke. Sorry you had to come to my rescue. It's nothing. Same old. That, right now, was for sure the end. And he looks up, sweating. Guts is profusely fucking moist. He was caught in that dream, like having a panic attack, feeling like he was going through it at all, seeing another eclipse, another god hand. And then Skull Knight speaks. Sorry, I'm really stuffy. What you bore witness to was the end of a foolish king and the beginning of a dead man stalking the endless night. So edgy, so cool. Oh man, Berserk can't help but be edgy. Hey Smalls, what's up? What's up? What's up, buddy? Yeah, can't help but be a little Berserk, baby. But anyway, this is by far the biggest fucking chapter. I mean, you could look at this again and again and again and again, and there's just shit. There's shit. Danan is here. What the fuck? What's going on? Why is she there? Who is this God Hand? Why is Void one of the 5 members then and still one of the 5 members now, but none of the other 4 are? Is it a cycle? Does every God Hand get their start and their end? What is this? What's going on? Those are genuine questions. I'm not leading you on. There's ideas, but yeah, we're still not sure. But anyway, that is where we will end it. That is where we will call it today at chapter 362, guys. We are about, if I remember correctly, 15 chapters from catching up. I know, sad day. But, yeah. Yeah, you guys almost know everything I know now. Congratulations. But that's it. That's the end of the stream. That's the end of the reading. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask before I fucking dip. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know, dude. This is now your time to ask. If you just don't know yet, then yeah, no worries, no problem at all. Use another 200 chapters? I know, dude. Oh, I know, brother. Oh, I know, dude. I could use another 200 as well. But, sadly, we are near the chapter where Mira dies. Anyway. It is what it is. He gave us... I mean, to me, it's... like I said, I've only ever read like this and a little bit of Full Metal Alchemist. I bought that for my friend, and I read like a little bit of the first volume because I've already seen the anime, so I was just curious. And then I read part of Mob Psycho 100. Yep, God exists due to humans. So can Guts even end the God Hand? It's a great question. Can he? Is it even possible? Great question. Great question. What does Guts even do? How does he even stop them? I don't know. I have no idea, but I'm going to leave you fellas at that. I'm going to let you enjoy your nights and your lives. Oh, yeah. Do you have one last thing, Hayden? Man, I need to shave. As you guys can tell, I haven't shaved for about a month now. Got a little fucked on the side. God is driven by human evil, which leads humans to be killed, which leads God to be killed in turn. I see what you're saying. So right now it is a cycle, but it's a destructive cycle that will eventually lead to the death of all humans, which leads to the death of God. Yeah. I like that idea a lot. I like that idea a lot. So this might be like almost... I see what you're saying. They're trying to finish it. They're trying to end the cycle. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I've never heard that idea. I really like that. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. I'll give you your kiss later, Hayden. Yeah, man. Anyway, this has gone on way too long. It's 2.5 hours. Oh, I'm actually dropping frames right now. I don't know why. My internet's eating ass. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Anyway, guys, I'll see you later. I gotta go. I gotta peace out. I made some promises, so I gotta leave. I also gotta feed my dog. Oh, he knows, he can tell. What, you wanna go out there? What do you want? Do you want food? Oh yeah. You want, yeah, tilt the head, yep. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. This fella's right here bugging me. I'm gonna go feed him real quick, and I gotta play some video games. So, yeah, I made some promises. I'm already behind by an hour. Anyway, enjoy your nights. Enjoy your life. Enjoy whatever time you have out there while you can. And I'll leave you with one thing. I'll leave you with one thing. The outro. of Berserk. Oh, wait, I didn't have it ready. Oh, whoops. I don't think we've ever shown the outro before, so fuck it. So, yeah. Let me switch over. I'll leave you guys with the outro, dude. Enjoy it.
Looking back, the morning comes to find your face in your grass. Take the moonlight by the tail to any side, just shouting. What is there? It's just the same. What is trying your crown? I'm spanning my grass, walking back so when my grass you're fading. I'm waiting so long.
Waited so long. I've waited so long. I've waited so long. You can hear how stuffy I am. Alright, guys. I gotta go. Bye-bye.